Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi and this morning we're visiting with Dr. Nichole Huff. She's an extension specialist for family finance and resource management. Good morning, Nichole.
Good morning, Kristi.
Nichole, it's great to have you on the show. And summer is finally here. And with summer comes a lot of travel. And many people are excited because restrictions from the pandemic are being lifted. Nichole, can you talk to us about what we can expect to see this summer with traveling post-pandemic?
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I am one of those travelers. I have some pent up travel, desires. I am ready for summer. I am ready for travel, and like so many Americans who are just ready to get on the road. But it is important to know that travel will look very different this year. With some of the safety restrictions being limited, that's a great thing. But the travel and tourism industry, it is rebounding. And so we are experiencing things like staff shortages, some places of business haven't opened back up or are making up for a year or more of missed income. And so we may see some deals for travel, but more than likely, we're going to see some increased travel prices. We're going to see the increase of prices of things from gas to rental cars going up. We may have longer wait times at restaurants, especially in tourist destinations, because there are just staff shortages. And even maybe just going out to eat might be challenging because there are still restaurant supply shortages with things like food from chicken wings to sauces, and just the list of shortages is interesting, to say the least. It helps if consumers know this before you go out to travel, because when we spend our money, we want to make sure that we get our money's worth. And so the more realistic we can make our expectations, the better, and the more you'll enjoy it and you'll feel like your money is well spent. So just know that travel might be a little different this year when you set out on the road.
Yes, I know that there are many things to consider. And so for anyone wanting to travel this summer, what general budget tips can we keep in mind, Nichole?
Yeah, well, if you were able to capitalize on any post-pandemic savings, definitely use those. So maybe you put away some stimulus money. Maybe you saved not going to work, not driving into the office as much. And so for some of us, our budgets were tighter this year. But many people did find that they were able to save money because they couldn't enjoy entertainment as much or didn't have anywhere to go. And so they saved on gas or even clothing, not having to go into the office. And so if you can redirect some of that into travel, that is always a good place to start. And it's important to realize that vacations can be as inexpensive or as expensive as we want. And so if you want to travel and you just want to stay within budget, first see were any vacations canceled over the year. And so do you have points that you can redeem? And many companies are also waiving expiration dates. So if you have travel points or frequent flyer miles that may have expired, check with your company to see if they will honor those. And many are, because they know that travel was not easy during this past year. And so start there, start with savings. The biggest tip that I can give is to be flexible this year when you're traveling and this summer. And so if you're looking for great deals, be willing to think outside of your normal city. And so, for example, I just flew recently and I went to Nashville, which was not my closest airport, but it did give me a direct flight that was much cheaper than Lexington or Cincinnati or Louisville. And so I was able to save some money because I was willing to be flexible. And so that's the biggest tip, is just have flexibility this summer when you travel. And that way you'll feel like you're getting your money's worth.
Nichole, thank you so much for being with us today. If you are watching and would like more tips on traveling on a budget, stay tuned to see Nichole's segment tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, and we hope you have a great day.